Hello everyone and welcome to this demo of the Global Data Events platform, which is now available for white labeled and bespoke use for running your own events throughout 2021. We start with a mock-up here of the event lobby area. Now this is fully customizable, both in terms of the graphics, the welcome video, any logos or sponsorships that we highlight, and indeed the menu as well. To best support where you would like your attendees to navigate around the platform. You have full front and back end control on this and can design and edit however you like to suit your requirements. Equally, it's not a requirement for everybody to enter into this lobby page. When people log into the platform as you're using it, you can have them arrive at any part of the platform wherever you like, whatever best suits your requirements and needs. Moving on to the registration page. So this is an example of a registration page that we have. Again, this is fully customizable, however you want, and is fully in your control on the back end. What we've collected here is obviously names, job titles, companies, email addresses as well. We have a section here which is designed for a roundtable event where people are able to select which roundtable they would like to attend at which time. Again, that can be included or excluded. You can also include here pre-event session signups, pre-event meeting signups. It's all bespoke, all customizable, as is this attendee insight information at the bottom, collected around the attendees, which information you'd like to gather for them, or indeed it can be removed altogether if you don't need to capture this information. Additionally, with the registration page, it feeds into a back-end approval system, which you will have unique and personal access to, where you're able to accept, decline, or edit any registrations for any part of your event as audience. So be it delegates, sponsors, exhibitors, speakers, or indeed your own staff, can all be edited and approved and granted access through the back end, along with the automation of welcome emails, of decline emails, and pre and post event emails as well being sent to the entire audience. And additionally, any access codes, any passwords that you'd like to use to allow access to your audience is all customizable, all bespoke, and all accessible through the back end. Moving into the actual platform itself. So you can see here we have an attendees tab. Now this will show all of the attendees that you have registered for your event in whichever form you do it. It'll refresh every time you run a new event if you enter into a multi-event agreement with us. You can see it can be customized. People can add a profile picture. It also automatically pulls through their job title and their company. And there's a variety of engagement options as well in terms of live chat, which comes up much like a LinkedIn or a Facebook chat box at the bottom of the page. You can request a V card, you can add someone as a favorite, and you can also request a one-to-one meeting as well. When you click the meeting, it brings up a scheduling tool, which again can be amended to slot date, to location on the platform, start times, and so on, and be sent through. All of the meetings work on webcam, which is fully embedded within the platform. No need to connect to Zoom or Teams or anything like that. And indeed, it builds a personalized schedule for every person for their meetings, both sent and received. And when they receive one, they're able to action it here, either reject or accept. And notifications pop up once a meeting is due to start. And indeed a button appears which allows people to join the meeting if it's one they've been invited to, or indeed start the meeting if it's one that they have scheduled. Additionally, on the attendees tab, in terms of the engagement we're able to provide, there is the option to obviously search all of the attendees by name, free text field, and also a variety of drop downs as well, and also by alphabetical order simply at the top. And there is a button which pivots to attendees who are online. So you're able to see, especially helpful as an organizer or sponsor, which attendees are online on the platform right now. Moving to show you another feature, which is again customizable and indeed fully optional, is the exhibition booth. So if your event requires it, you're able to host and create virtual exhibition stands. All of the graphics, the coloring and so on is all fully customizable and bespoke and designed in the back-end access. And then you can host presentations, documents, images and videos, entirely as many as you would like. Further down the page, there's the option to host additional information, be it web links, social media connections, and then there are copies of that content as well, so the documents and presentations, the images and the videos, And then just finally at the bottom of the page, for every exhibition booth, there is an option to have a list of all of the colleagues for that stand who are registered, so people are able to reach out to them directly. Again, the exhibition stands are an optional feature. You can use them or not use them depending on the kind of event that you are running. If we move back into the platform, I'll move to this agenda tab here. Now, this agenda tab is where all of the content element will pivot through. So you can host roundtables, you can also host traditional sessions. We also have the scope for small-sided meetings, webinar, more traditional webinar-based presentations as well, all of which are accessed through here through the join meeting or join session button. For roundtables and small-sided meetings, they work very similarly to a Zoom or a Teams call, but fully embedded within the platform. Everyone is on video, everyone is on microphone, and speaking live to each other as close to face as you can get in the current scenario. Also alongside that live interaction, there's a text chat. You can also host polling, you can host documents and supporting materials to inform the conversation as well. And that is the same for the presentation option as well. You're able to have a live text chat, host polling, documents, presentations that inform what you're presenting on alongside it, so all attendees can view those whilst they're watching your presentation. All presentations can be given fully live, fully pre-recorded, or a hybrid of both, with the option of live Q&A sessions as well, which work very similarly to, again, a Zoom call that pivots through the platform and allow you to speak and engage directly with all of your attendees. With regards to the sponsors page, again, relevant. If it's relevant, you are able to list sponsors and organizations that are supporting your event and information, and it will pivot through to their booth when you click onto these logos. Again, entirely optional, fully bespoke, depending on the kind of event that you are running. In terms of the messaging, all messaging pops up at the bottom of the screen as I showed you. There's also a full message history in this envelope at the top of the page, which shows everybody who has sent any messages. And indeed, there is an audible notification when a message arrives as well. So driving a huge amount of potential for engagement and communication with attendees. And just the final thing to tell you about is the analytics we're able to provide. So we are able to provide through the back end focus on everyone who attends any particular session, and indeed any other engagement they have whilst they're on the platform in any capacity. So any documents they read, any presentations they download, videos, images, all full message transcripts, essentially any activity that takes place on the platform, we are able to provide analytics through the back end for you to inform any post-event follow-up and indeed planning of forward events as well.